see. Audio.
James.
Finally music. Hi, Paul.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, how are we going now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Excellent. Okay, good, better. I am muted originally. Now, hello to everybody. Really lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be starting a real beginner's level Hunyuan Qigong class tonight, just taking it from the basics. My laptop is here where I can see you, so excuse me if now and then I look over. My name is James Strider. I've been training in practical method and Hunyuan now for 15 years and counting. And I was originally taught this Hunyuan style from Grandmaster Gong himself when he came to Holland in 2004. Now, I've had lots of requests to share the Hunyuan system, the Qigong system, with people. So I thought this would be a great way to start off this new Zoom series, whereby I can pass on the knowledge I have from both the Hunyuan system and the practical method from Chen. So people are joining up. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm honoured that so many people are calling in. The idea for this, just to keep it simple, is that we're going to go through this step by step. And as I give each movement, I will demonstrate it to you. And then so that I can look on my laptop, I will go through each person individually. I have your names there. And I will give little tips here and there. Please refrain from talking too much because that will cause a lot of interference. But for now, I will just try and give you each individually little pointers. I'll come back on the screen and say, you're a bit like this, you need to be like this, etc. Okay? So I'll just keep it as simple as I can. If possible, I really do need to see your feet. Like the gentleman down here, like we have David. David down the bottom. Hi, David. Really good to see you. David's good. David's good. That's what we want. As far back as that's it. That's better, Vanessa. That's better. But yeah, it's about 3 meters back, if possible. That way, at least, I can see your foot position. Now, most of this will be done standing statically. So in the end, actually, the most important thing is the hand positions as we change. But for me to check your knees, etc., as far back as you can. Yeah. And in fact, David, you could come a little bit further forward so I can see your head.
Yeah, I know. I have. I'm going to try to change the audio and put in a difference because I'm having trouble hearing you.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, turn it right up.
I'm going to try to put you on a different speaker here.
Ah, yeah, that sounded clear or something. Am I coming through okay? Because we're using the camera speaker.
Yeah, you're fine, but I couldn't hear you.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Hi.
Mark, Vanessa, Cash, Bruce, David. Yeah, you can always just turn off your microphone, and that way we don't hear too much of what you're saying. Hey, Urs, good man, long-time friend, and one of my first students here in Australia has joined me. That's awesome. David from Bali. Mark, you're from, I'm guessing, New Zealand, perhaps, not sure. Anyway, we'll have time to catch up and do a Q&A. Cool. And Vanessa, of course, Prakash. Awesome. So let's get started. For this, these are very simple exercises. Qigong basically dates back, we don't know, chicken or the egg. It's in Chinese Taoist and throughout the Chinese history, Qigong has been present for a very long time. And it's mainly you could kind of compare it to the Indian yoga system. But a lot of what they do in terms of the meditation and the Qigong is standing, which is quite different to a lot of the seated meditation that most people are acquainted to from India and etc. But for this, what I want you to do to begin with is make sure you're on a flat line, your toes are in line with whatever line you wish to choose. The feet should be just a little bit wider than the shoulders. Okay, so the shoulders are fitting within the feet. We don't want to be stacked, we want to be just a little bit wider. So we're always in a triangular shape. Good. Now what we're going to do here, the first thing we do is we bend the knees. And just bend them enough so that they stay within the footprint. We do not want them going over the toes. Okay, that's too deep. Don't go too deep. This would be too deep. So just bend them a little bit. And the most important part now is push the knees open. Push them and push them. And you will find that the glutes then will switch on. And then we have what we call the dang is open. The groin is open. Good. Now, for the purpose of our exercises today, the legs now will remain in this position. We will not be moving our foot position whatsoever. We're following the Hunyuan system from Grandmaster Pt1, and that system is quite comprehensive. There are further movements which become a little bit more, a wider stance, a little bit more physically taxing, but to begin with, we're just going to work on the very foundations. So within Qigong, we have a foundation movement called standing post, Zhangguan. For this, as you put the knees open, I want you to sink the shoulders and bring the hands in front of the chest area here. Okay, so the hands are in front. The palms should be facing in towards the chest plate. Triangulation here, in. And we're holding a circle or a balloon. And we're very important in the Qigong is we keep the armpits open. We don't want them closing down. We want them staying open to allow the energy to flow and the blood to flow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to sit back on the heels. If you watch again from the side, you can see I'm standing in a quite a neutral position. I'm not tucking the hips too much because this isn't what we want, because eventually that will make us collapse. We just want to tuck the tailbone slightly so that we straighten the lower back and push the head up. We sink the shoulders forward slightly, head is up, and the chin is tucked. The hands are pointing towards the chest, creating a triangle here. So the energy is always coming back into the body here. Head is suspended as if by a string from the top, and we allow everything to hang from that. Everything sinks. And keep those knees open. Hands are pointing inwards. Head is up, chin is tucked. What I want you to do now is just breathe. Just don't worry about the breath so much, just breathe in and breathe out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now regarding the mouth, what we then want to do is take the tip of the tongue and place it on the roof of the mouth, just after the curve of the gum line, and press it against the roof of the mouth there, just gently. This connects the meridians which come up the back, the large circle, connects at the top and allows it to drop back down and continue encircling. This is according to Chinese medicine. This is the large cosmic circle. So we open the arms, keep the fingers spread, sit back on the heels, push the knees open, and just breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in through the nose, breathe out. Now just take your time, continue. I'm going to come and have a look at you guys. Good, David looking good. Mark, excellent. Relax the hands a little bit, maybe Mark, don't worry about this. Just try and relax the hands a little bit. Yeah, keep the wrist kind of straight. We don't want them too bent. So the elbows maybe need to just come up a little bit and sink the shoulders. Remember the shoulders need to be relaxed. Good. In, breathing in through the nose. Vanessa, David as well. Excellent. John, good to see you. Just checking in with us there. Awesome. Yeah, so carry on and think about the breath and just slowly try to slow the breath down. Slow the breath down. So take as long as you can to breathe in and breathe out. And breathing in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. And just allow the lungs to slowly open up. You will find tension coming through the body, but try to just release it. Let it hang, let it go into the floor. The legs should feel very heavy. The feet should feel very, very heavy. Everything is sitting on the feet. going through the legs, and everything is hanging from the shoulders down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Good one, Aries. Good to see you, mate. That's it. We're all beginners here, don't worry. Just breathing in and breathing out. Good. This is called the standing post because essentially it's as if you're almost hugging a tree, if you will. Your arms are around the tree, holding that tight, and we're feeling connected with the earth and the heaven. And this is what we're doing here. We are connecting into the ground through the feet and to the heaven, to the skies through our head. Now, as we breathe in, what I want you to do, the next stage, is to just slowly allow the arms to open, expand as we breathe in, and then contract as we breathe out, keeping those hands focused on the chest area and the inside of the body. So as we breathe in, we're expanding now, and as we breathe out, we're closing down. Good. So breathing in, breathing out. And this is quite significant. A characteristic of the Hunyuan Qigong is that Feng promoted the idea of natural movement, in that when we become full, we allow the body to express that through an expansion and a contraction movement, not at the cost of our structure, not at the cost of the principles that we are still following, which is the head is erect, the tailbone is pointing slightly down and back, and the knees are open. We never compromise that, but what we can do now is just allow the body to start to feel the expansion and contraction as we open and close through the breath. I'm just going to have a little look. Good, so just do it in time with the breathing. If you can close the eyes, you actually get a little bit more, perhaps, physical connection. You don't have to. Different thoughts on that. Good, that's it. And just allow it to start small and get bigger and bigger as you go. Allow it to be a spontaneous movement, if you will, of how the energy is actually feeling, how the breath is feeling as your lungs open and close. It's there to give a reinforcement to the physical movement and the actual action of opening and closing. Good. Keep those knees out, knees bent. Weight is on the heels. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Remember to sink the shoulders. Elbows are always lower than the shoulders, but they shouldn't be too far down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. So this is standing post. And you can do this for as long as you want. This is like the foundations of everything. And as most things, it is the simplest, but probably the hardest, because nothing really happens. And when nothing happens, we get very busy. So we need to be breathing in and breathing out. Good. Now, at the end of each posture that we follow in the Hunyuan system, we do what we call three closing, which is a big breath in. Now, as we breathe in now, we reach up, we're breathing in, we look up, we take the energy from the heavens and we breathe out. We allow the hands to come all the way down through the body, and now we go down to the abdomen. Once we reach the abdomen, we breathe out. Let the hands come out and drop. So we'll do that again. Breathing in, opening up, gathering that energy, breathing in, breathing out. And as the hands go down, we follow with the eyes, but not the head. We don't want to kink the head down. We just follow with the eyes, relax. Breathing in, opening up, breathing in all the way. Breathing out, coming down. Good. We'll do one more. Let's say three closing. You can do as many as you want, but the idea is that we're gathering all that energy and we're bringing it back into what we call our Dantien. Dantien means center, but we're going to focus on the Dantien here. And then we place the hands on top. For guys, it's right over left. For the ladies, it's left over right. Because as men and women, we are, according to Chinese medicine, our polarities are opposite. So for women, it's right over left. For men, for women, it's left over right. For men, it's right over left. And we sit that just below the belly button. And now, how we seal this each movement is we breathe in 3 times. We breathe in, and we pull the hands in towards the abdomen, and then we breathe out, and we release. And then we breathe in, pulling in the abdomen, and we breathe out, and we release. Now we breathe in last time, and we breathe out. And relax the hands down. Good. So that's the first movement. That's called standing post. And every week we'll begin with that for 5 minutes, just doing a little bit of a meditation, a kind of a centering, if you will, to begin the session. It's the most simple, but quite difficult. But if we can get into the habit of doing that every time for 5 minutes, and if you can in your daily practice, bring 5-10 minutes of that into it, your life will benefit for sure. Just in terms of peace of mind, and we all need that right now. All of these sessions that we have are being videoed. They'll be there for reference later on. I will put those links up on Facebook and send them out to text message to those who don't have Facebook. So you can always look back on this as a reference material. Now, the next 3 movements that we're going to do, or it's actually a single exercise, but there are 3 stages to it, and that's called the 3 Dantian collection, bringing in the chi to the 3 Dantiens. And the 3 Dantiens that we mainly concern ourselves this time is in the middle of the forehead, just between the eyes, the pineal gland here, into the chest for the heart, and into the abdomen, through the legs, we pull up to the abdomen. We'll go through them one at a time. And today, that's pretty much all we'll cover. We'll cover the standing post and this next exercise, which is a very, very good exercise to begin with. So just as we started with the standing post, we're going to do a similar movement here for the first one, where we're going to breathe in, but now we're going to pull the energy in. As we breathe in, we're going to have the palms facing the center of the forehead. We're going to breathe in, bringing it to the forehead, and then we're going to breathe out, drop it down, always back to the middle Dantien, and out, and relax. So we breathe in, and imagine you're gathering all that good stuff. We're gathering all the good energy, we're gathering all the pure air, we're breathing in, and then we're breathing out and taking it down the body and out to relax. Good, I'll do it from the side for you. So this time we breathe in, we're gathering that energy in, pulling it into the 3rd eye, keeping that tongue up. Remember, the tongue must be on the roof of the mouth. And then we drop the energy down, it follows the hands down to the Dantien, out, release. Breathing in. Out. Good. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Always bring it back to the lower Dantien. That's where we store everything. That's our battery. Now we're breathing in, pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in, and then breathing out, dropping it down, dropping it down, dropping it down, center. Good. Carry on in your own time. I'm going to have a look. That's it. So always time the movement to your breath. Try and have the body reflecting the breath so as we become one. Qigong means breath, blood, life, meditation. Good. Excellent. Everyone's looking good, Mark.
Hey, James.
Good.
James, can you see me?
I can, John. I can. I can see you. No problem. You going to join in?
Yeah, because I can't see you if I stand behind.
No problem. No problem. Just yeah, if you can keep watching, that's no problem. And if you could, unless you want to talk to me directly, just turn your microphone off. Otherwise, we can all hear you. But that'd be thank you, John. That's great. I love your feedback. Good. Akash, looking good. Remember to relax the shoulders, open the knees, sit deep in the heels. Good. That's it. Continuing. So we're breathing in, pulling in to the pituitary gland between the eyes. Good. Breathing out, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. This is where the mindfulness comes into it, because we need to imagine the energy coming in. And with our mind's eye, we see it dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. And this is where we bring the mind and the body and the breath all into one movement. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Last one. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. So every time, remember, that's the first set. So now we finish again with the 3 closing. Now we breathe in. And we breathe out, bringing it back. This is a centering exercise. Good. Breathing in, gathering all that energy, all that good, clean stuff. Bringing it in. And then breathing out. Good. And breathing in. Last time, grabbing all that good energy. Breathing out, pulling it through. Good. And relax. Great. How are those legs going? Okay. If you train regularly, your legs probably aren't too bad, but for those that don't, you might feel a little bit of a shake. That's all good. It may come and go. Just try not to change your position. Hold that space. Pull the knees open. Keep the down nice and open. And the shoulders and the armpits relaxed and open. Good. Great. So what we're going to go for now is we're going to go for what's called, this is the upper Dantien. This is the middle Dantien, as we started with the standing post. So this time we'll do the same movement, except now we're going to pull in and pull in towards our heart. And we fill it up and then we drop it back down and out. And then each time we just relax. And then we go again. So it's almost like, look at that, all that yummy food on that table. We're going to pile it into, oh, pull it into my body. Yum, yum, yum. All that good stuff, you know, all that good energy. That's what we're looking for. We're filling ourselves up with goodness. So we're pulling in as we breathe in, and then breathe out and just relax. Good. Keep doing that. I'll do it from the side so you see. Now also, Fong he didn't mind if you kind of rocked forward a little bit onto your toes and then came back onto your heels. Again, these are supposed to be more spontaneous movements that come when the energy starts to move. So don't try to make them happen. It's hard to explain in the beginning, but once you do enough Qigong, you start to feel energy or something moving around your body. So that you start to kind of, whoa. Yeah, see that? I felt that. Almost like I'm going to fall over, but like I'm reaching forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relax. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relax. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relax. Carry on. Good. So remember, this one's a little bit lower. We're not going to the forehead now. We want to be more centered around the chest area, so more kind of just shoulder height rather than here, a little bit lower down, because we're moving through the body as we go to different dantians. Good. And just go in time with your breath. Nice big breath in. Open that body as you breathe. Open that body. And good. Looking great, guys. Keep his knees open. Vanessa, can you just go a little bit wider with your feet? Just a little bit wider with your feet. Yeah, that's better. Great. And just open the toes naturally. We don't want to be too straight because that puts a lot of pressure on the inside of the knees. Just open those feet a little bit. Have the knees open. Just naturally. That's better. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Everyone else is looking good. And remember, we're just trying to slowly get the body, mind, and breath moving together. Good. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. And relax. And our last one, breathing in. And out. Good. Hold your position. Good. So now we're going to work through the halfway point, the lower Dantien. We've done the middle, mid. And now we're actually going to go from the lower, we're going to pull the energy up through our kidneys and then into our Dantien again. So this one's a little bit more intricate, probably the most intricate out of this whole set. So for this one now, we come up. We're pulling that energy from the ground. We come through inside of the legs. We pull the energy up here. We then go around the back here and then through the front here. Okay? So the line is here. It comes here, here, here. So what we're doing is we're pulling up from the inside of the legs through the halfway point, which is right between your bits and your bum. Right there, we pull that up. As we come in, we then take it around the back through the kidneys with the hands like this, and then we come forward and finish here. Okay? So, 1 second.
Hey, James. James.
1 second, sir. Yes, what's up? You okay,
It's
John?
not halfway. It's where you.
Sorry? Oh, halfway here, isn't
Bottom
it?
part is
Which one is
halfway
it?
is on the head.
On the head, sorry, yeah. It's Hunyuan point, Hunyuan. Yeah, thank you, John. John is an eminent grandmaster of Qigong, so we're very lucky to have him here. He's keeping me in check. Thank you, John. Okay, so let's go through that again. It's a little bit more complicated, this one. So now we're going to come, so I'll show you from the side. We come up, down, on the inside of the body here, we pull up, we come round, back, and out. So the breath here must be really in time. So we're breathing in, out, and relax. And again, breathing in, out. Good, I'll do it forward. Breathing in, and out. We'll carry on and have a look. Good, breathing in, scooping that energy in, pulling up the inside of the feet, keeping those knees wide and open. Good, come around the back. That's it, excellent. And then help kind of dragging that energy through. Good, good. Excellent. That's it, continue. Breathing in. Almost like a wave motion here, like we're pulling this energy in through the body and expressing it out. Filling the Dantien. Good. Keep going. Excellent. Remember to keep the body in position. The lower body does not move here. You may have a little bit slight bend of the knees, but there should be no break of the down being open or the foot position. Good. So let's do that again 3 times. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. So we breathe out and the hands are just here at the back and we breathe out. So this could be a nice, slow, big movement here. Because obviously this is a much bigger movement. So we have to breathe in. Relax. Good. Let's go again. Last one. Big breath in. And breathing out. Good. Well done, everybody. So what we'll do now, I want to go back from the beginning and we'll run through the whole process again. Okay, so we'll start with Dantian, standing post, and then we'll go through the 3 Dantian opening, just as we've done, okay? We've got another, just under 10 minutes left. So I want to recap everything And every week we're going to just build on this. Okay, every week we'll just add another exercise, and each week we'll just start immediately with what we're doing. Okay, good. So let's start with the standing post. This is how we find our center, where we get our position from where we work onwards. So the feet just slightly open, knees bent, weight on the heels. Good. Pushing those knees out, shoulders sunk. We bring the hands up, front of the chest, and we just breathe. So we breathe in, breathe out. We breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now allow the hands just to open and close as the ribs open and close. Just a gentle movement in time with the breath. And think of the center line through the body, from the pathway to the Hunyuan point, pulling up like a line. And the spine is always a straight line with pressure at the bottom and top to open those discs and allow all the good stuff to flow. Good. That's it. Breathing. Excellent. Keep going. Remember to relax the shoulders. Very often the shoulders are the first thing that kind of tighten up, especially when we bring the hands into play. So really allow the shoulders to sink and the elbow to just rest, suspended. Good. So now we'll do 3 last breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Good. 3 closing, which is the breathing up, and breathe out. Relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Put the hands back on top. Right on top of left for guys, left on top of right for ladies. We breathe in, feeling that energy going right inside the body, loading up the battery, breathing out. Hands are on the body now, seated, relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Let's go to the 3 Dantiens. We'll just do 10 breaths on each, okay? We're running out of time now, so we're just going to breathe in and out. Relax. It's important after every movement we relax. Again, very particular to the Hunyuan system. Breathe in, breathe out. And here, just relax. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. Good. We'll go on to the middle Dantien gathering now. So this time the hands are opposite the chest, like we did in the beginning. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax. And continue. Last one now. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Now we're going to the lower Dantien, pulling up with the base into the Dantien by the kidneys. So for this one, we start to come forward. We breathe in. Pulling up, coming behind into the kidneys. Breathe out. And again, relax. And go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. Good. From the side. Good. Breathing in. Notice my knees. My knees do not move as I come up and down. My knees do not bend forward. I sit back on the heels, pulling up. Breathing out. Good. One more. Big breath. Breathing in. Pulling all that good stuff up from the ground. Bring it in, bring it into the body. Bring it in, load it up. Good. Now to finish, put the hands back on. Back onto the Dantian. And this time, we're going to actually rotate the hands on the Dantian. For the guys, you start clockwise. For the ladies, start anti-clockwise. So for the ladies, you're going to go left to right. For the guys, you're going to go right to left. And we're going to start with little circles. We're going to go 9 times each way. Now, the idea is that it's a spiral, it's a vortex. So it starts small, and as you go, it slowly gets bigger and bigger, and that vortex, that spiral comes out until we're massaging pretty much all of our stomach area here. So start small, and use that imagination, use the visualization and mindfulness to feel that energy spiraling and growing out. Once you've got 9 times out, you come all the way out, you stop, and then we reverse it from big to small, coming round. Again, don't move the body too much. It's only the shoulders and the arms that are moving. See, my head doesn't move, my knees don't move. I'm not changing my position. It's purely concentrating between my 2 hands and my Dantian here. Getting this and smaller and slowly smaller as we concentrate that point into almost nothing, into a laser beam that we are just gathering and holding over our Dantian. And this is where we finish. We breathe in 3 times. Having gathered that chi, breathing in, breathing out. Last time, breathing in, breathing out. Good. Relax the hands. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. This is going to happen every Tuesday. Same time every Tuesday, and we'll start building on this. By all means, message me. You can find me on Facebook, James Strider, or go to the Australia Practical Method page. You can always message me there if you've got any further questions. And once this is up and ready to go, I'll send all the links out and put them on all my social media so you guys can reference this again. Thank you so much. Stay strong. Well done, everybody. We've managed to beat this, I think. Well, for some of us, better than others, but you know, just God bless us all, and I hope we stay safe. Look after each other, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate the time, yeah? Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.